Well, the new phrase of the day is artificial intelligence, or AI. How is this going to affect our DITs and our data managers? Well, artificial intelligence is all the buzzword right now across a wide spectrum of applications. Boy, if you're a writer, in just the short period of time that artificial intelligence has been unleashed, it's doing a pretty good job. Not great, but not bad. Scary, to say the least. To say writers are kind of freaked out, yeah, that would be exactly what I would say. Now, what about people in graphic arts? Boy, that's a scary one. You've seen stuff on the web that's been generated by artificial intelligence. It's pretty amazing. Now, I think if you're a commercial graphic artist, this is a tool that could really help you out. But if you're an artist, I don't know. The jury is still out on that, but it's still a person driving it to a certain point. And we won't argue those points right now, but it is scary how good it really is. Now, if you're an animator and you do tweening, those things between the keyframes, yeah, I think I might want to consider another career. I think that one's going to be stomped out pretty quickly if it hasn't already. And several of the still photographic image processing pieces of software, Topaz, for example, are now openly saying, we're using AI, and look how much better it makes your image. Here's a good application. All right, this is a great application for this. It improves a tool. Now, DaVinci Resolve has been calling their smarts behind their engine for some time, something else, a neural engine or something like that. And now they openly say it's AI, and it has been AI. This is a great application. The things they've been able to implement inside of that program, tools to help you in post and animation and all the different compositing things, are really, truly amazing and only going to get better. This recent article takes an overview look at what AI may mean to production. I'll put a link down below to that. You might want to give this article a read. The thoughts on the actual production process are what really are of interest. We all know there's downward pressure on productions to cut costs, to reduce the budget. A lot of that budget is people. We know production understands cameras and lenses. They're easy to deal with, much easier than the person operating the camera. And people problems in any organization are always more difficult than equipment problems, it seems. But, they're looking at eliminating people. And we've been on productions, about productions where they've wanted to eliminate the data wrangler or the DIT, hire somebody just to copy files. Now, without a data management person or somebody who's totally inept, don't think they save much money, usually doesn't end well in most of the productions that I have seen. And if you've been following some of the developments of the newer cameras, Sony, Panasonic, the major cinema cameras, of course they're touting the imaging quality and specs of that, but they're spending a lot of time emphasizing data transfer at near Ethernet speeds out of these cameras, which means real-time viewing, which we've had for a while. But when we're moving terabytes of data, we need speed. Company Teradek makes camera transmitters to transmit it back. They've released some new product that can go out to multiple receivers at very high data rates. All right? This is getting interesting. There's lots of pieces of this puzzle that would eliminate a DIT, or at least greatly reduce their usage on set. Not all these are there yet. A good friend of mine sat down one afternoon. I consider him a genius in this area. And he took a whiteboard and mapped out what a DIT-less production would look like. All right? And he's been working on those. Now, a key piece is on the server side. When this data comes into a server, and it can be automatically linked to the production server, the studio server. That's in place now. Everything's encrypted. So that piece is already there. But on the server side, can it analyze the camera it came from, understand the metadata, understand the exposure setup so it can apply the proper LUT based on the file format, and then do your transcodes, syncing the audio, and putting and managing all that data? Can it do that? Well, Darren, this genius I've been telling you about, already has beta tested this. So the bones of that are, in a very limited way, in place. And we could go on listing the pieces that are there and the pieces that are missing, the things we can and can't do. And I'm pretty sure you're saying, holy crap, what does this mean for my job? Well, if you're thinking that way, that's the right way to be thinking at this time. So what would a DIT-less production look like? There would be a human in the chain, right? Somebody has to configure and set up all these transmitters and these receivers for data. And maybe it's wired as well. They have to make that connection to the studio server or to other storage devices. We're still going to manage the memory cards, the storage devices off of the cameras. That's going to be required. A hard backup is still not going to go away, I don't think. I know you're saying, hey, Robert, this is a downer. Thanks. Well, yes and no. Yeah, it is a downer and it's not a downer. It's not a downer because you know it's coming, all right? And you can make some changes. Think about the person who was doing film loading and the old film sets when we shot film. Well, we still shoot film today, but you know, basically the film loader is a past tense position. There were some film loaders that went, you know what, I think I could get this data stuff. I'm going to dig in and learn, and maybe they became a DIT or a data manager. Others went, time out, I've had it, I'm not going to learn this, can't teach old dogs new tricks, I'm out of here, I'll go do something else, okay? If you're the type of person that sees it as a challenge, this is a prime time to figure out these pieces and keep track of it and learn how to put these pieces together, all right? Because you're going to be a solution, and that is what production's going to need. That person to make this happen, that could be you. But where will some of this AI stuff be implemented first? Well, it already is being built into the software. Now, you can well imagine that people make the software that we use, assimilate, the Scratch program, MTI dailies, Hedge, a number of other of these pieces of software. These are some pretty smart folks, and I think that they see the writing on the wall, and I think that they are already working on that. I don't have any confirmation, but they're smart people. And I really think that this is happening under the hood and will be released shortly, sooner if not later. I know we're going to gather around this flickering electronic campfire and discuss this more as time goes on. And again, keep track of what's going on. Read what you can. Think about this, because if you can help implement it, you've got a career going forward. Oh, and I got a question a while back about, not having done a video for a while and that I've been traveling a lot. Well, I have been. I'm in semi-retirement or retirement. And, well, this is how I travel, all right? My rig is comprised of a semi-truck pulling a fifth-wheel trailer. And inside that semi-truck is my production office. Yeah, a production office. Monitors, the computer, hard drives, the whole 9 yards, internet connection, plus a microwave and a fridge and a closet and bed. You know, you got a bed in there for those long sessions. Yeah, it's how I roll, and it fits my needs. All right, well, until next time, I hope to see you on set.